Hello.
Hi.
Hello and welcome back to the Crow's Nest. You're looking at Scotty.
Steve?
Now, what I would call excursions, you can ride on horseback
Wow.
in the waves. Haven't done that, not sure I'm gonna, but love horses. That's $135 a person, I think, for however long that lasts. You can go snorkeling on a boat for $68. You can take what they call a kayak adventure for $60. There's a stingray adventure for $55. I guess they have maybe some captive stingrays that you can pet and feed.
Captive, yeah. Poor things.
There's the Echo Lagoon tour for $50. And as we said, there's a lot of nature on this island. So there are some eco excursions where you actually get to see some of the less developed parts of it.
Yeah, we've only seen this much of the island.
It's true. And it is mostly undeveloped today. That may change. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
There's the Echo Bike and Hike Tour for $40. That's what it sounds like. There's the Island Tram Calypso Tour for $35. Now, naming is important. I think Calypso means that there might be some music playing. There might be a radio. Island is obvious. Tram, I think, is a big golf cart or one of those.
I think we've seen them.
Yeah, one of those little truck kind of deals. So Island Tram Calypso Tour, sure, $35. But you don't have to walk, and you can look at all the stuff. There's a nature walk for $25, or you can take a nature walk without a guide for nothing. Or there's a bike tour for $25. They'll provide you a bike.
There are paths.
There are paths.
You know, there's a lot of walking paths on that island. At least as much of it as I've seen, yeah.
If you're good with the heat and you want to get some exercise, there's plenty of ways to do it.
It's all flat.
On Half Moon Cay.
It's all flat.
There's also basketball courts. There's volleyball courts.
A little playground.
You could go for a run. They have had like little mini fun runs, I think, at times when we've been down there.
Little 5K walk, run things, yeah.
A lot of it's probably beachy, but yeah, there's developed paths and stuff. You can also rent other equipment. You can rent an Aqua Trax for $125 an hour. That's basically like a Ski-Doo, like a Sea-Doo or what's the word I'm looking for?
Jet ski?
Like a jet ski. It's like a jet ski. They
Words
call it
are
Aqua
hard.
Trax. You're getting edited. There's a Hobie Cat for $50 an hour. A Hobie Cat's a little two-person sailboat. If you know what you're doing, I've done it without knowing what I was doing. It wasn't as much fun as it looked like. Ability counts. There's a double kayak for $46 an hour. There's a two-person water bike for $45 an hour. Have you ever seen the enormous kind of comical tricycles that go out in the water and you can paddle your way around? That's the two-person water bike for $45 an hour.
Boy.
It's water fun. It's water fun.
Yeah, money and time I'm never getting back.
There's the stand-up pedal-powered board for $40 an hour. Scotty informed me there is such a thing. I had never seen it before, but there is a thing you can stand up and pedal power. There's the regular stand-up paddle board also for $40 an hour. A single kayak for $30. Or you can rent all-day snorkel gear for $20, or one of them little floating mats for $20 for the day. Now we're getting into some, really? The floating tube, I think that's an inner tube for $20.
Yeah,
So,
the
or a
floating
noodle
mat.
for $11.
Oh, a noodle.
You can rent a noodle. You can bring your own stuff. I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Nothing.
Nothing to add there?
I'm still processing the whole noodle thing for.
Yeah, you can rent a noodle for $11. I don't know what they cost to buy one, but I found a way to make some spare money. We've seen people bring their own stuff. If you can get it on the ship and you care to carry it around, you could bring your own water toys.
Yeah, we've brought our
If they'll let you
mask
bring it.
and snorkel and
Last time we were on Half Moon Cay on the beach, somebody set up a little tent thing, kind of in front of us. A little sort of a two-person shade thing that they popped up right there on the beach. And if you can get on the boat, you can bring it.
Yeah,
to
nobody said anything. places?
You can, so for the activities, if you like activities, you can do any of those. You can rent any of those things. You can take one of the excursions mentioned. You can just walk around. It's beautiful. You can drink. They have that. You can shop. There's several places to shop. There's the little straw market that we mentioned. There's at least one enclosed little souvenir store. There might be more than one. I think they added one. You can swim. It's a beautiful,
It's really a nice
beautiful,
place
calm
to
place to swim.
Yeah, it's very calm. It's because it's kind of in a cove, so it's really nice.
And if you like to catch some rays, you're in the right place. You're going to catch some rays there, whether you want to or
Sunscreen,
not.
don't forget the
Please
sunscreen.
reapply your sunscreen. I think they want you to have reef-safe sunscreen, like so many places do. But the sun is super, super hot in the Bahamas. If you're not used to that, be prepared.
The whole island is an enormous reflector. The white sand, the water, the whole deal.
The water's so clear you could probably burn your feet. You
Yeah,
could sunburn your feet while you're in the water.
I really have to watch it and yeah. So it's I burn much more seriously.
Or you can just chill. As I said, there's waiters right there on the beach. They always have that in the movies. I haven't really experienced that very much in real life, but I have done it on Half Moon Cay. I've said, "Oh, excuse me." No, I haven't done that, God. But I've said, "Hi, sir," and he's come over with this little thing, and I've gotten a beer on the beach. We have also, let's see, we haven't really done any excursions except one time. The first time we were on Half Moon Cay, what was the excursion that we tried?
We took the glass bottom boat.
The glass bottom boat.
Now, I think in some places it's probably dazzling and wonderful to look at. Half Moon Cay did not offer a dazzling experience. I don't know if the depth was an issue or what, but there was really not much to look at. But they did let us feed the fish. They had a lot of stale bread on board.
Fish love stale bread.
And so we started our own bait ball. I mean, it was pretty.
They got very excited.
Yeah, they did. And I love a boat ride. I mean, a boat ride's nice, but don't think you're going to get on the glass bottom boat and see the undersea.
Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah, no, it's real kind of greenish and gray, and there's not much to see.
The water is beautiful in person, but for some reason, maybe because of the kind of glass they have to put on the bottom of a boat, it's not much to look at.
No, it's not. But, your mileage may vary.
Wasn't there a movie?
Glass bottom boat?
Boat.
Doris Day, and it's a long time ago.
I was inspired by something to try it, and I assumed that maybe it was that movie, but
Rod Taylor, that was it.
But in real
Doris
life,
Day, Rod
in
Taylor.
real life, not so much.
Yeah, now I'm really dating myself. We have to let's move on.
They know how old we are. So yeah, that was a nice boat ride, but not so much a view out the bottom of a ship, a little boat. I mean,
And there weren't that many people on the excursion.
No, and it doesn't seem to be around anymore.
Which means maybe the word got out that it's
that might
not.
be. Other stuff to do. There's the food, as Scotty mentioned, the island barbecue. So it's, like she said, it's basically burgers and dogs. There's chicken. There might be jerk chicken. There's some potato salad and macaroni salad, some yummy little cupcakes. And I think you can buy ice cream. You can buy a adult beverage. There's sodas, whatever that you can buy.
Go swimming first.
Yes.
Go enjoy the water and because boy, it all tastes so good after you've been playing in the water.
It does.
It's good cookout food. It's not, it's cookout food.
And if you do like the Crow's Necks does, and you get over there relatively early in the morning, the barbecue will start kicking up around 10:30 or 11, and you can smell that food while you're swimming, and it will, like on a cartoon, you will be drawn over there by your nose.
The food part is relatively short. I think, like you said, 11 to 2. So
we've been told by other people online that they have run out of food. We've never had that
I've
experience.
never seen that happen.
Whenever we wander over there, and we have not been businesslike about it.
And we're always like on the later side.
Yeah, there's always plenty of.
There's always plenty of food.
Yeah,
and a pro tip is you do want to get over there early. You know, as soon as they say it's time to line up and get going because first of all, there won't be a lot of people there right away, and so it's beautiful there, and you have plenty of time to swim or do your excursion or have a great time, eat your lunch, and then we always after lunch we kind of hustle it back to the ship, and then we're on the ship and there's hardly anybody there because all the late sleepers are on the island. And so it's the best of both worlds. You get a little quiet time on the ship and quiet time on the island. Yeah, well, and the staff from the boat
is serving it.
Floats over before any of us get over there,
right.
and they man all of that. They do. It's a long day for them. Remember that when you have your Half Moon Key day. Remember the staff has done double duty. Don't forget.
Yeah, and you can tip them too. We haven't really done the experience so much where we stayed on the ship while we were in Half Moon Key, but I've heard tell that the services on the ship are running a little lean because so many of the staff are over on the island trying to make people happy over there. And there's another thing you can eat if that's not special enough.
It's the chance of a lifetime.
Chance of a lifetime, they said. We were on more than once we'd been on the Lido deck eating our lunch a few days before the stop at Half Moon Key. And the waiters go by and they go, "Lobster on the island, chance of a lifetime." And it just really stuck in our head. No,
$25.
No, it's not the chance of a lifetime. Yeah. No. It is lobster on the island. That part is true.
Yeah,
is that right? $25, something like that.
I might be inflating it.
I'm sure it's delicious lobster. It's probably very fresh, local, spiny lobsters, but the free food is also very good. You don't need to do the chance of a lifetime. And chance of a lifetime.
Yeah, it's
maybe overstating it.
Yeah, there will be other chances for lobster. I promise.
Lobster. Some of them might be near islands. We mentioned the shopping. I think some of the vendors will take your ship card. Some of them may only take cash because I don't know what arrangements they all have with the.
It's been a while since I've shopped, but I don't remember. I think the last time I was there, they took a credit card. So, anyway, again, your mileage may vary.
If you want to shop there, be prepared.
Yeah, it depends, and it depends on the cruise line.
There's nothing else there that you're going to use cash for, but you might in the straw market. I'm not sure because there's not a lot of infrastructure there. So what's going to happen in the future? What's going on with Half Moon Key?
Well, there's lots of rumors, and we've seen some. I think we've seen some drawings and stuff.
And we've seen some construction.
They are developing an actual dock. For the cruise ships, I think primarily for Carnival cruise ships. The rumor is that Carnival will be able to pull in, and the dock that they're building is way over on the other side of the island, where there's not a whole lot of development yet.
It's on the pointy part of the beach.
The pointy part of the Half Moon. And so apparently there's going to be sort of a day resort there as well, and these are all rumors.
There's a lot of talk on the internet. We've seen them building the pier, and that just makes plain sense. I mean, not everybody can do a tender. Some people are mobility challenged. This would allow people to drive a scooter right down the dock.
Yeah, there's so many people that are excluded from the experience.
The weather would have a lot less effect on whether you could get off onto the tender or not. They could just park the ship at a pier like they do everywhere else. And they could even have more people get on the island at a time, perhaps.
And ultimately it's safer too. I mean, we've been on a tender when
We've rocked and rolled.
it was safety was marginal. It was going like this, and yeah. So
My personal opinion is that making things easier to get to has its downside, because then things get much more crowded and much more overrun. Generally today, Half Moon Cay is usually just a one ship at a time, but who knows if their capacity would allow it on the island and they had a pier, maybe they could have a bunch more people on the island. I don't know. Not thrilled about that. This is about...
But they might be developing other parts of the island too, that we, you know.
Yeah, they might. If it doesn't affect us, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just, it's so pretty today.
I know.
It's about our favorite beach that we've ever been to in the Caribbean. We've been going since 2019. Like I said, what else do we want to say about Half Moon Cay, babe?
Just it's still my favorite beach. I mean, I've been to a lot of beautiful beaches. There's beautiful beaches in St. Kitts, in Nevis, St. Martin. We've been to some of the world's most beautiful beaches, but Half Moon Cay is still my favorite. It's relaxed. It's, for lack of a better phrase, it's not stuffy or, you know, it's everybody's beach, and it's just really nice.
We haven't been to other privately owned cruise line beaches before, like Coco Cay or the others, Castaway Key, I don't know. But anyway, I think most of them are a lot more developed than Half Moon, and maybe Half Moon will lose some of that distinction as time goes by. But it's more of an island. The first time we went there, we're out in this beautiful, beautiful water, having a great old time, Scotty and I, and one of our cruise mates, someone else from our ship, is nearby, and we strike up a conversation with him, and he says, "Yeah, it's all fake. They built this beach here. You don't know what's in this water. I don't know what's in the water. I mean, it's the ocean. But different strokes for different folks, I suppose."
Yeah. Well, we waved goodbye to him and felt kind of sorry for him.
It's beautiful, beautiful water.
It's a beautiful place.
We covered everything. If you like to meet chickens.
Oh yeah, there's all these roosters and hens running around.
And baby chicks.
And and they're black. Roosters and hens and little chicks.
No, baby chicks, yeah.
All over the place.
And they are not scared of you. And even if you're having chicken, they will come up and investigate.
Yeah.
That's our description, our little history and overview of Half Moon Cay. We haven't barely scratched the surface of it, but that's our experience in going there 5 times over the last 6 years. And we think you'll really like it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know, of things to do.
Well, I'm just a clamshell, sit on the beach with a book and go in the water a couple times person. So, but I give it a solid 9.
I do too. No matter what the other stops are on a particular cruise, we always know that we're going to get, unless there's a rare bad weather day, we're going to have a great beach day.
I don't think we've ever had bad weather.
No. Yeah, we know we're going to have a great beach day there. We might get too much sun, and the other ports we may have to wear a hat. But it's a wonderful place. We love the clamshell sunshades. Recommend them highly. They might be moving them a little farther away from where you first hit the beach, but I had heard that they were moving them farther up the beach and harder to get to, but then when we were there a few weeks ago, they were right in the usual place.
Another wicked rumor.
If you get there early, there's plenty of stuff available, and there's a million lounge chairs just laid out waiting for you, and those are all free.
Yep, yeah. You don't have to spend any money to enjoy this beach.
No.
Not a dime.
Half Moon Cay. It's a lovely place. Try it. I think you'll love it. I don't think we said this earlier, but please, if you enjoy our videos, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment if you would. Lots of people have been to Half Moon Cay. Does this sound interesting to you? Have you been? Did we miss anything?
Yeah, what did we not cover? If you're better traveled than we are, and that wouldn't be a hard target to hit, let us know. Let us know what we haven't seen yet.
And if you get a chance, check it out. It's very beautiful. I think you'll like it. Half Moon Cay, it's the thing to do. Here, I think that's it for us here, high atop Vulture Valhalla, at the Crow's Nest, where the X stands for Excursion onto a beautiful beach. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Let's talk a little bit about our most recent visit to Half Moon Cay, which was in April 2025 aboard the Carnival Sunshine. First time to Half Moon Cay on a Carnival instead of a Holland America ship. How was it? What did we see that was different this time?
More people.
It seemed like a lot more people.
Well, it was Easter vacation, spring break for a lot of people. And there was about 25,000 kids, and that might give or take.
It felt like 25,000.
It felt like a lot of kids. Anyway, they so it was very crowded because of spring break, and we're used to it being slightly less crowded. The big pirate ship was gone.
We tried and failed to get a clamshell sunshade because they were, in this case, sold out way in advance. Mm-hmm. So we had to walk. Well, we just chose one of the available free public lounge chairs that are on the beach, which are plentiful, but we still had to walk very, very far to find one that was available, to find two that were available. We walked from the sports rental shack all the way up into the cabana area. Oh my God. It was super duper hot. Oh, the other thing is that the way Carnival did the tender admission, we had to get a tender ticket very early in the morning, and everybody was already waiting in line. Mm. So we stood in a line that was, I don't know, half the length of the ship, it felt like, mm-hmm. all the way through the casino in order to get to the Red Frog pub. Was it the Red Frog?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, to the place where the tender tickets were. So that meant that we couldn't be on one of the first few. They had already booked them solid. So I guess that's why we had to go so far to find a chair. We still had a good time. It was a beautiful hot day. The burgers are just as good as they always are. And it was nice.
It was nice.
We were in open sun, but other than that, it was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
And we took some pictures of the progress of the new docking pier that they're putting in at the far end past the beach. So those pictures will be here too. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Hi from the Crow's Nest. This is Scotty.
This is Steve.
Remember, tip your cabin stewards, please. They work very hard.
Oh boy, do they ever.
See you next time.
Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve, Scotty Steve,